So, she lives.
Where am I?
And she speaks. You're in my house. Found you out in the snow a few days ago.
A few days?
Almost dead. You're half frozen and then feverish. Judging by those cuts, you've been dealing with more than just the bad weather.
I ran into some trouble on the other side of that tunnel.
By the looks of it, I'd say the trouble ran into you.
Where am I?
I told you. My house. You're still weak. Rest up and we'll talk more later.
No. I'll be okay.
Suit yourself. Then let's talk.
You said we're in your house. But how did I get here?
I was out hunting. Came across you in the snow, buried. You'd been out there for hours, maybe even days. Nearly dead.
Oh. Well, thank you for finding me.
Name's Molly. And don't thank me. Thank the crow.
Crow?
Yeah, crow. Or maybe a raven. The damn bird wouldn't shut up. Led me straight to you. Almost like it was guiding me.
You carried me here?
Dragged more like, but yeah. You were pretty far gone. Wasn't sure you'd make it, to be honest.
All I remember is the tunnel. And wolves. Being chased, and then wandering. Forever. Like the world had no end.
Yeah, in the woods, in the dark. You can wander for days until you get so hopelessly lost. There's just no way to get back to where you were.
I was in a small town. Milton.
Other side of the mountains, Old Town. Bad shape since the collapse. Haven't been there in ages. You must have wandered a ways for me to find you where I did. But you're not from there.
No. The old town. Milton. It's gone. I mean, people are gone. Most of them are. It was a fire and...
Whoa, it's okay. You're all right now. Don't get too worked up. You nearly died out there. That does funny things to people.
So, the power's been out for a while.
Yep.
Think it'll come back?
Well, we're used to the power going on and off out here in Pleasant Valley, so we're usually prepared for it. Feels like we run this farm on generators for a better part of the year. Problem is, now the generators won't start. Or the cars, tractor. The TV's dead, radio won't work. Basically, the only thing that works is the old landline and rotary phone.
How is that possible?
I guess because it's pre-electronics. The old party line from when this farm was originally put in, maybe 60, 70 years ago. I'm not exactly sure how or why it still works, but it does.
Well, that's great. Can you call for help? Find out what's going on out there?
There's nobody to call.
Nobody else lives around here?
Nobody who'd help if you asked for it.
Is this your kitchen?
By the time I got you here, there was no way I was carrying you upstairs.
So you set up a bed in here?
Power's out. This is the warmest room in the house. This cook stove is probably keeping us alive.
I was in a plane crash in the mountains. That's how I ended up in Milton. I got separated from a friend.
They were in the crash too?
Yes.
They make it out alive?
Well, there was a storm. Wolves. I got disoriented. We got separated. I couldn't see him.
Him. So you left him out there.
And then I ran into trouble. Wolves and worse. I'm sure he made it out fine.
Yeah? How are you so sure?
Nothing could break that stubborn skull.
Thought you were worried about him.
Yes. And there's something I need from the plane.
What is it?
Something important. I need to find him. I need to get it back. You haven't seen a man pass through here.
Nobody that sounds like your guy.
But you've seen a man.
Like I said, nobody that sounds like your guy. Freezer's empty. You're gonna need energy to heal, which means we need meat. I'll be heading out early to hunt.
Okay.
You should stay here. Rest up some more. You don't look too good.
Thank you. I will.
And it's not safe out there, so just stay in the house.
Right.
I mean it. Stay in the house. Ah, you're awake. Thought you were resting. Managed to bag a stag not far from the farm. This'll keep us fed for a bit.
I heard a kettle whistling.
I put it on for tea. So we can have tea and meat.
I must be starting to feel better because that actually sounds good.
It's amazing what hunger does to the mind. If you're feeling better, you can start answering some questions. Like, what the hell are you really doing out here?
It's a long story.
Well, power's been out for, I've lost track of how long. We got the cold, we got deadly blizzards, we got hungry wolves, we got some tea and meat. We aren't going anywhere. So to be honest, a bit of storytelling be a nice distraction right about now.
I'm a doctor. Dr. Astrid Greenwood.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Astrid. Like a head colds and babies doctor?
More like lab coats and test tubes. A researcher.
Oh, okay, so not the useful kind.
I need to get to a town up north. Perseverance Mills. You know where that is?
I don't get out much, but yeah, I've heard of it.
Okay. Well, there's some sick people there, and they need my help. And the thing I lost in the plane crash. The thing my friend might have. I need it if I'm gonna help those people.
The thing the stubborn guy you left in a plane crash might have?
Right.
So what you're saying is the thing you need is on the other side of that collapsed tunnel in the mountains? In the place where you ran into trouble.
That's right.
You know what? You coming here? To Great Bear?
Yeah?
Not your best plan. So the people up north, in Perseverance Mills, why are they sick?
I'm not entirely sure. That's why I need to get there.
You must have some ideas, or why travel all this way?
I have some ideas, yes.
But you aren't gonna tell me what they are.
No. I'm not.
And the thing your friend in the plane crash has, the thing you need to help them? You aren't gonna tell me what it is either, are you?
Right.
Well, you are a lady with a lot of secrets.
So, when you came in, I heard you locking a padlock. Same thing when you went out. Am I locked in here?
It's better for you to stay indoors.
Why?
Lots of wolves out there, and it's cold. You aren't strong enough to go out there yet. Trust me, it's for your own safety.
I appreciate everything you've done to help, but I'd like to leave. I have to find my friend and get on with my work.
When you're stronger.
So, I'm trapped in here.
Like I said, it's for your own good.
So, is your husband around?
Husband?
It seems like more than one adult lives here. I assumed, husband.
Assumptions can be dangerous. You're a doctor, you should know that.
I didn't mean to have...
You should just mind your own business.
But you just got back.
I need space. Need to think.
I'm sorry.
Stay out of my shit.
Looks like I'm not the only one with secrets. This place. Looks like maybe the barrel exploded. That looks like Molly from a while ago. Torn from something. I'm gonna need some. Hello?
Thank God you answered.
Molly?
Yeah, it's me. Listen up, doctor.
Okay.
They have Sons of bitches.
Who has you surrounded? Are you in trouble?
Not who. What? It's those damn wolves. They've cornered me in the barn. Sounds like they're trying to find a way in.
But wolves don't usually bother people.
Don't bother people. Shit, lady, haven't you been paying attention? Never mind that.
Okay, what can I do?
I need you to bring me something from the house.
Okay, but you locked me in here, remember?
Flower vase. Key to the basement's under it. Look for the gun locker. Grab the rifle rounds. Take the old revolver for protection. Might not stop a wolf, but it'll slow one down. Follow the blizzard line from the house to the barn. Get here quick and we'll figure it out. Hurry!
Okay, I'm on my way.
Go straight to the gun locker. Stay out of everything else, got it?
Ow! Well, this stuff will come in handy. What? Holy shit. Might as well bring this along. For the wolves, or worse. Okay. Hope nobody needs this anymore. There are the lines to the barn. Stop that bleeding somehow. I think I can use this. Hello?
That you?
Molly?
Yeah. Look, sorry I bailed on you, but I couldn't take a chance and wait. One of those big bastards broke into the barn. And as luck would have it, I'd left my bow in here last summer, completely forgot. Anyways, took care of that son of a bitch.
Molly, I was in your basement.
Right? So?
I found the body.
Shit.
Molly, who was it?
It's none of your business. I told you to stay out of my shit.
Huh. An old flyer for a town meeting of some kind. Looks like the town's not too far from here. If Mackenzie did pass through, he might have ended up there. Road to the community hall. Let's hope. Prison guard. Oh, shit. Another body. I'll take it. Smoke. Maybe that community hall from the flyer. Mining town. Used to be, anyway. That's got to be the community hall.
Oh, hello. Did you come from the crash site like the others? All the cots are taken, but you can sit by the fire, warm up a bit.
Crash site? How did you know about the...
The crash site. Don't you remember? Another one suffering from shock, maybe.
I crashed, but days ago. I'm far from here.
No. You crashed yesterday. In the hills. A terrible crashing sound. I even heard it over the howling blizzard. Don't you remember?
Listen, I'm sorry. You must be mistaken. I crashed, but not here.
Oh, of course. Well, please stay and warm yourself by the fire until we can figure out where you belong.
What is this place?
This is the old community hall in Thompson's Crossing. We gathered people here when the weather started turning bad. 4 days ago? The houses became too cold, and it seemed better to bring everyone under one roof. Then yesterday, the crash survivors started showing up.
So, these people are all survivors of a crash?
Well, most of them, yes. There were maybe half a dozen people in and around the town site when the blizzard first hit. Over the past day or so, the rest have slowly arrived. Most of them from the crash site.
What crashed?
A passenger airliner, best I can tell. Most of the people who arrived were too weak to talk about it. But judging by the thundering sound and the size of the fire on the hills, whatever crashed up there, it must have been something big. Are you sure you don't remember the crash?
How long do you think this weather will last?
You're not from around here, are you? Whoever named this area Pleasant Valley had a pretty good sense of humor. We get some of the harshest weather on all of Great Bear.
But it's worse than usual?
Yes. Another storm blew through about a few weeks ago. The worst I've seen in years. Block the roads, in and out. I'm afraid we're stuck here until the road's clear.
Will someone come to check on the town? Clear the roads so you can get out?
I don't think so. Not anymore. We'll have to wait for nature to take its course.
But what will happen to all these people?
Honestly, I'm not sure. We're down to our last food. We can melt snow for water, but that will only get us so far. And this time of year, there's always another blizzard around the corner. Things might be different if the power hadn't gone out. The best thing we can do is try to keep these people warm and fed, and then we'll see what the Lord has in store. You seem disoriented, but you're in much better shape than the others. Maybe you can help us.
I'm a doctor. I can have a look at the survivors and see how to help them.
That sounds like a good place to start. Once you've had a chance to check on them, come back, and we can try to figure out what can be done for them.
Let me have a look, okay? I'm gonna check you over. This might be serious. You'll feel better after you sleep. Let's see what's wrong here. I'm gonna check you over. Let me have a look, okay? I've had a look at the survivors. Most are in fairly good condition given the circumstances.
These were the lucky ones. You'll find the ones who were less fortunate in the basement. May God take mercy on their souls. They died from their injuries, or were found dead. We put them downstairs to keep the bodies cold. And also, well, there are wolves around, you see.
Yes, I've seen them. I think I can find most of what these survivors need, but there is a diabetic in the group. They're gonna need insulin, and soon. Do you know where I might find some?
That's bad news. No, I don't.
This survivor has type 1 diabetes. That means their body can't produce insulin. If they don't get it, they'll eventually go into shock and probably die.
Well, then we need to find some. And soon, before the blizzard becomes too powerful to even risk going outside. I need to remain with the survivors, minister to them. But you can go and look for the medicine they need.
I will. Any suggestions you have would be very useful.
Most of the surrounding houses will be empty, but you may find some of the minor supplies you need to treat the survivors. The diabetic came in from the plane crash. A day, maybe 2 days ago. So, your best chance to find their insulin will probably be to find their luggage. at the crash site.
How will I know which luggage is theirs?
You'll have to search everything you find and hope for the best.
Okay. You keep an eye on everyone, and I'll be back as soon as I can.
Thank you for your help. One more thing.
Yes?
Many of these survivors are in bad shape. From the crash, it's true. But I've seen this sort of thing before. People need hope to survive. And if they can't have hope, they need some closure. People here, many of them weren't traveling alone. They're broken-hearted, worried sick about their loved ones, feeling guilty. Why did they survive when others didn't? You can help them find some closure. But chances are searching the crash site won't be a pleasant experience.
I've seen death before.
Yes, you're a doctor, so you understand the fragility of human life. The fragility of the human spirit is more my domain. For the ones who've lost loved ones, if you can bring them some closure, that will help to start their healing process.
Yes, it's well known that the mind and body are inextricably linked.
If you encounter any artifacts, any information that would help to identify those who did not survive the crash, that information might be a salve to these poor broken souls. Then perhaps they'll have a chance to face tomorrow.
I'll do what I can to find IDs, documents, anything that can help identify the people who didn't make it.
In turn, take this, my child.
Oh, I'm not religious. Please, keep it.
It's not for you. Please, humor me.
I don't understand.
At least until I can minister to those souls myself. Having you carry this rosary while you investigate the crash site, it would bring an old priest some comfort. It will be the closest thing to my being able to pray for them.
I mean, no disrespect, Father, but do you really believe this will help?
Perhaps in the end, faith is all we have.